Hello, this is the Relationship Man, Kenny Ajibade. Welcome to our YouTube channel. This channel is designed to enrich your life, to enrich your relationship, and I believe that is one of your goals in life. You want to have a successful relationship, therefore you need to be enriched. You need to have the right information at your fingertip to succeed in your relationships and also in life. So I will advise you to subscribe to this channel. Press the subscribe button and you will always get our life enriching informations, videos, and what have you. Thank you very much for subscribing to this channel. We're going to be looking at what I call the number one secret to successful relationship. What is that secret? I call it understanding. The wise man said that understanding is a wellspring of life to those who have it. That is, if you have understanding, of anything, you have life in that thing. Understanding sustains you. Understanding determines your approach. It shapes your attitude, and eventually it determines result. The difference between somebody who fails in relationship and somebody who succeeds in relationship at times boil down to that singular factor, understanding. What do you understand relationship to be? That is the question you need to ask yourself, because that understanding determines your perspective of relationship, and it determines how you go about your relationship, how you conduct yourself in your relationship, and eventually the result that you achieve in your relationship. Understanding relationship by nature evolves. So relationship is an evolution. It's a process of evolution. What is evolution? Evolution is the process of development. Evolution is the gradual development of something, especially from a simple form to a more complex form. That means that whenever anything evolves, it starts and then grows through a gradual process. And that is the fundamental nature of relationship. Relationships are not designed to just start and then get to a point immediately. That's why I tell people, when you meet somebody and they tell you that, look, I am not here for friendship, I'm here for marriage, that is going to cause you a lot of heartache and problem, because they're going to cause you to be blindfolded to a lot of things. It causes a sight blindness. Things that you are supposed to observe, that you're supposed to notice, you will not, because from the onset you're already going to a level that the relationship has not developed to, and you will not be able to take note of those things that you need to be aware of to determine whether that relationship is right for that level or not. So basically, you must always bear in mind that by nature, relationship is a process of evolution, and by that, it's a gradual development from one level to the other, usually starting from a simple form to a more complex form. So the evolution of relationship is the gradual development of a relationship between two people from one stage or level to another, both premarital and post-marital. So relationship develop before marriage, relationship develops after marriage. Now, in the process of the evolution of relationship, the prospects, the potentials, and the problems of the relationship are discovered. That is one great advantage of the gradual development of relationship. When the relationship evolves, you are able to see the prospect. You're able to see the potential. What is the capacity of this relationship? What can we enjoy in this relationship? What are the the prospects of the two of us in this relationship? What are the potential? The prospect talks about how far we can go. Can we go beyond friendship? Can we become a lifetime partner? Can this translate into marriage, or will this just stop at us being close friends and then It doesn't go beyond that. What are the boundaries we have to set in this relationship? That is discovered as you see the prospect of the relationship. The potential determines what can we enjoy in this relationship. What is my capacity? What is our capacity? What is our emotional capacity? What is my emotional capacity? What is our financial capacity? What is my my emotional capacity? What are the strengths and the weaknesses of this person's temperament that I'm in relationship with? All those are part of the potentials which you discover in the process of evolution. The other thing that you see, in the process of evolution is what are the challenges that we can face together in relationship. Our temperament, do they complement each other or do we clash often? You see, all these are things that you are able to observe in the process of evolution. When you allowed your relationship to go from one stage to the other, when you give the relationship, allow it to go through its own course, when you allow the relationship to follow its natural course, and you don't push it or pressure it into what it has not developed into, when you allow the relationship to naturally develop, you are able to see these three key and most important things, which are, again, the prospect, the potentials, and the problems. The evolution of relationship is both a developmental and a discovery process, because as the relationship evolves, it is developing, and beyond that, it is also a process of discovery. It helps you to discover what we have here. What do we have here? Do we just have a friend here, or do I have a lifetime partner here? What is the potential of this relationship? So, this is very important for us to understand the nature of relationship, that by nature, relationships evolve. It evolves from a simple form to a more complex form. It evolves premarital, it evolves post-marital. These are important, things that we must always remember. If we actually allow our relationship to follow this process of development, we will not fall into a lot of situations that we find ourselves in today. We will not be heartbroken, because in the process of the relationship, you discover how this person really feels about you. You discover, the value you have, in their life, and that is most important. So it's very important that we allow our relationships to go through this process. In the process, you become acquainted. I tell people this: relationship starts, with an event, but relationship is not an event. Relationship is a process. It begins at the point where you meet, someone that you admire, but yet that is not all to the relationship. From there, the relationship begins to develop, and you must watch the developmental process from acquaintanceship. Are we growing? In that process of development, you watch out for things like communication flow. How is our communication? Is it growing? Is it stagnant? Or you watch out for mutuality. Are we both committed to the relationship, or is it just me putting so much effort into it and the other person doesn't put an effort into it? If I call, does she return my call? If I don't call at all, does he or she call me? You see, all these are things that we must be keenly aware of. In the process of evolution, two key things are very, very important. What are those key things? One of them is observation. Observation. You must observe what's going on in your relationship, because the things you observe becomes significant element for making what I call informed decision. So observation is key to the success of relationship. Don't be blinded to what you are seeing. Take note of the things you are seeing in the relationship. Take note of what you are observing. Take note of the treatment you are getting. Take note of the attitude of the other person towards you. Take note of their approach towards you, because that will tell you what you have in the future of the relationship. It would tell you how far the relationship can go, and you will not wait till you get heartbroken before you make an informed decision that saves you. So it's important that as we relate, we observe, we pay attention to what we're seeing in the relationship. So it's very important that we allow our relationship to follow its own course, its due process. Don't pressure the relationship. Don't put on the table what the relationship has not evolved to. Don't put more on the table than the stage and the level of the relationship. Don't start talking about marriage when you have not even developed to become close friends. You have just met. Don't start talking about commitment when you are still casual friends, when you have not really gotten to know each other to be able to determine whether you can spend the rest of your life with this person. Be careful of how you conduct your relationship, and you will be safe for it. Once again, this is the Relationship Man, Kenny Ajibade. Follow this YouTube page, The Relationship Man, Kenny Ajibade. Subscribe. Click the subscribe button, and you will always get enriching information, knowledge that will make your relationship better. I pray for you that you will not fall victim of a bad relationship, that you will enjoy your relationship, and that you will conduct yourself in your relationship with knowledge and wisdom, and that your relationship will be fruitful, successful, and fulfilling. Thank you very much. God bless you.